guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. And again, similar to yesterday, so much news has come out again. And I will do my best to cover everything, and I mean everything. New bid for Lewandowski, Raphinha going to Chelsea, Kounde deadline, fee agreed for Frenkie de Jong, Dembele deadline as well for his contract renewal, departure updates on Lenglet, Umtiti, Memphis, new Joan Gamper opponent, big shake up at Barcelona B as well. Barjuan has been sacked, and I had the name of the new manager for the B team. And also there was a big meeting between Xavi and Alemany yesterday to discuss the future of the transfer window for Barcelona. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes in this video. It'll be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. Now, the first player that we have been linked with is, of course, the #1 target and priority signing for Barcelona this summer, Robert Lewandowski. We do have some absolutely massive updates. Firstly, coming in from Gerard Romero, he's come out saying that at Bayern Munich, they believe that Lewandowski is out of the club at a 95% chance. They are planning next season without him. The captains and other key players of Bayern Munich no longer want him at the club, and the club does not want him on the first day of preseason on July the 12th. Now, over the past few videos, I have been saying that I cannot see the deal happening before that date, but now it looks like, thank God, I am wrong, and it looks like that operation will be happening before that date. Now, of course, if it's going to be happening before then, patience will be needed. We still have around 13 days or so to that actual deadline for the preseason for Bayern Munich. And of course, Barcelona will be going to the USA on July the 16th, and they want Lewandowski before that date as well. Now, Kansas City have come out saying that Barcelona really appreciates what all Lewandowski is doing to get a move to Spain. They want to conclude his signing ideally by the time the team is heading to the US for the preseason friendly. So again, Barcelona's plan currently is still signing Lewandowski before July the 16th, so that way he can go with the squad to the USA to, of course, promote Barcelona, sell some shirts, and of course get integrated in the squad as well. And also, Sport have come out saying that Joan Laporta spoke last week with the Polish striker and his agent Xavi to reassure them and ask them for some patience until the operation happens. So again, Joan Laporta has a good communication and good connection with, of course, Xavi. He called him last week saying, look, do not panic, no worries, just give us some more time. In the end, Lewandowski will be a Barcelona player this summer. And now Barcelona, here's the big news, are planning their third bid for Lewandowski today. At some point today, Barcelona will submit a new bid to Lewandowski, and it's coming in from the bloody Polish journalist who I cannot pronounce his name. Of course, #1 journalist around the Polish media and the best source around Lewandowski as well. He came out saying that Barcelona are about to send their third offer for Robert Lewandowski, and it will be happening in the next 24 hours. The offer will be worth 40 million euros plus 10 million euros in variables for the total to be around 50 million euros. Both parties believe that it is best to close this topic before July the 12th, i.e. when Bayern Munich go back to return for preseason training. The stance on completing the transfer is more open than ever before on Bayern Munich's side. The coming days can be decisive. Bombazo, oh my god. So we're gonna make the ideal offer that I would make, 40 plus 10 for Lewandowski. But here's the big part in my opinion, not the bid, but the fact that Barcelona and Bayern Munich want this operation done before July the 12th, which for me, I am in absolute shock. So they would no longer need that Lewandowski to go on strike anymore, because of course for Bayern Munich it would look bad on them and look more better for Barcelona, of course. And now Bayern Munich want to prevent that, because keep in mind, if this deal does not get done before that anyways, I can still see Lewandowski going on strike, and he's also planning to do so according to reports. So I'll have to wait and see. The next 24 hours will be very, very important. Barcelona will submit a new bid for Lewandowski, and both parties want the deal done before July the 12th. Now, along with Lewandowski, another priority in the attack for Barcelona was Raphinha, but now the operation is impossible, and it's also completely dead, and I'll let you guys know why that is. Firstly, coming in from Gerard Romero, he came out saying that Raphinha's agent Deco had informed Barcelona that they can sign Raphinha for 35 million euros, but Arsenal offered much more a few weeks later, therefore Leeds demanded more money for the Brazilian. So if Barcelona acted quicker, we could have got Raphinha for around 35 million euros plus variables, but then Arsenal bid around 40-45, which of course led Leeds to increasing their price to 75 million euros. Now, unfortunately, Chelsea have made a bid for Raphinha over the past 24 hours, and Leeds have accepted it. The news broke from David Ornstein from The Athletic. He came out saying that Chelsea are close to agreeing a fee for more than £55 million, around 64 million euros, with Leeds United for Raphinha, but the operation is not completely done quite yet, and Barcelona are no longer in the race because they cannot afford that price at the moment. And then a few minutes later, Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Leeds accepted the offer, and now it's up to Chelsea to agree personal terms with Raphinha, which shouldn't be a problem. So I'll go through the timeline here quickly. So a few hours before the Chelsea made this bid, Matt Law from The Telegraph, #1 social around Chelsea, he came out saying that Chelsea want to sign 3 attackers. Raheem Sterling, Raphinha, and Ousmane Dembele are their top 3 candidates. Out of those 3, they want to sign 2. Of course, #1 is Sterling, #2 is Raphinha, #3 is Ousmane Dembele. They bid for Sterling, they're going to sign him. They bid for Raphinha, they're going to sign him. And now Ousmane Dembele is out of the question. And when this bid went in, Fabrizio Romano came out giving more information. He came out saying that Barcelona called Leeds United yesterday for Raphinha, but there is no chance they can match Chelsea's offer of around 70 to 75 million euros. Again, Arsenal and Barcelona had a meeting with Leeds this week, but in the end now, both those meetings will be cancelled after Chelsea's massive bid, which of course has been accepted. Am I disappointed? No. If he was available for that 50 million euros, 40 million euros, and we didn't get him, I would have been disappointed. But for 70 million euros, Chelsea can have him. Like I said with Arsenal a few weeks ago, they're going to pay the money that Leeds want. They can have him. In the end, Raphinha is not worth that in my opinion. He's a great forward. I would have taken him at Barcelona, but of course, 70 million euros, way out of our budget, and also, I don't think he's worth that either. So in the end, Leeds, if they got relegated, he would have came to us. Again, he has agreed personal terms with us, but now Raphinha is going to Chelsea, and the operation of Barcelona is 100% off. Now, having Miguel from AES, who we all know is very close to Xavi, he came out saying the deal could still happen for 35 million euros plus variables. I don't know what he's smoking, but keep your eyes on it, I guess. But in the end, Raphinha is going to Chelsea, and his move to Barcelona is completely off, leading to Ousmane Dembele renewing his contract, we will talk about later on in the video. But again, Raphinha Barcelona is officially over. Now, along with the attack, another priority for Barcelona this summer will be to reinforce the defense, more specifically in the center back department, to sign another center back along the already signed Andreas Christensen this summer, with of course the #1 priority being Jules Kounde. Now, Mundo Deportivo came out saying that right now Sevilla want around 60 million euros for Jules Kounde. But after July the 5th, when Sevilla start their preseason camp, the asking price will increase as the start of the season is approaching, and the price will be very, very close to his 80 million euro release clause. We've got like 5 days left. The club need to move on this Joan Laporta, Matteo Alemany, Jordi Croy, whoever it has to be. For me, in my opinion, Kounde should be the priority over Lewandowski, because at the end of the day, Lewandowski can wait a bit, but Kounde's price is set. 60 million euros for him, 20 million euros less than his release clause. If we don't put a bid in before July the 5th, the operation will not happen for cheap. So the club need to move on this. I think 60 million euros is fair for him. Maybe try to get that to 50 plus 10. That would be fantastic, but the club need to move on this loan buy obligation next summer, whatever they have to do to make the deal happen for around 60 to 50 million euros. The club need to move on this ASAP. And also keep in mind that Chelsea are not in the race for Kounde at the moment. They could go back in if the Delit operation, Kimpembe, and Ake operation all fail. Kounde is still on their list, but not a priority. Their priorities fall through. He is there as a backup option. So Barcelona need to move quick. You got 5 or 6 days left to put in a bid of around 60 to 50 million euros to get Kounde, or else his price will go up significantly. Now, a position for Barcelona this summer that isn't the priority at the moment, but it could be later on in the window, is of course the midfield. Now, the priority should be Bernardo Silva, but we have been linked with Carlos Soler again. It's coming in from AES. They've come out saying that Barcelona have reached an agreement with Valencia for the signing of Carlos Soler for around 20 million euros, and his signature is dependent on the sale of Frenkie de Jong. Now, we're all seeing this saying, oh my god, we've been finessed by Joan Laporta. We're gonna get Bernardo Silva, blah blah blah. No, we're getting Carlos Soler. But at the moment, there's some good news, of course. That is not the reality. In yesterday's video, I told you guys that Mateo Morito came out saying that his signing is not imminent. He's staying as a Sevilla for now. And also, Hector Gomez, the #1 source for Valencia, he came out saying that Carlos Soler is not a priority for Barcelona at the moment, and he is expected to be there on July the 4th for the preseason of Valencia when it begins, and that way Carlos Soler and Gattuso can have a talk. And he also mentioned that right now Atletico Madrid are ahead of Barcelona in the race for a signature if there is a race. So fantastic news in my opinion. Again, Bernardo Silva should be #1 priority. If we do so, Frenkie de Jong, Carlos Soler, decent player, but in the end we already have, Pablo Gavi, we have Pedri, we don't need another Spanish player in the midfield, and again he'll take away minutes probably from Gavi as well. In the end, I'd rather trust youth players like, okay, I can't even think of one off the top of my head, but I'd rather trust the La Masia, the Barca B, than bring in Carlos Soler. In my opinion, I'd rather spend that 20 million euro elsewhere on Kounde, for example. So we'll wait and see, but at the moment, Soler is not an option for Barcelona. Now, despite the fact that the transfer window is not open in La Liga quite yet, Barcelona have completed 2 signings of free agents in Chirstensen and Frenkie Kessie, and their announcements as official Barcelona new players is imminent. Fernando Polo from Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona's plan is to officially announce the signing of Frenkie Kessie and Chirstensen between this coming Saturday and Sunday. What did I say in yesterday's video? I told you guys it would have to be before Monday, July the 4th. I can see it being, Saturday Chirstensen, Sunday Frenkie Kessie, or vice versa. I think that's what the club is planning on currently. But in the end, they will both be announced by the end of this week, and they're both expected to be back in training on Monday, July the 4th. So again, Chirstensen and Frenkie Kessie will be announced as new Barcelona players in the next few days. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, you guessed it, the main candidate in Frenkie de Jong. And according to reports, Barcelona and Manchester United have agreed a fee for the Dutch midfielder. Now, firstly coming in from Sport 1, they came out saying there is an agreement on a fee between Barcelona and Manchester United for Frenkie de Jong. It will be an initial 65 million euros fixed plus add-ons. Now a solution has to be found on personal terms with the players. Simon Stone from the BBC, very close to Manchester United, he came out saying that Frenkie de Jong deal to Manchester United is still not done and significant issues still need to be worked through, but if and when it is done, the fee will be around 65 million euros plus add-ons. Moses Malone from ESPN have come out saying an agreement between the clubs is close for a total figure of more than 80 million euros. Barcelona wanted 100 million euros, but it couldn't happen. It seems difficult to seal this deal before June the 30th. Frenkie is yet to give his approval to the transfer. Time out. So we brought our fee down from 100 million euro package to 80. Okay, if you told me that the reason why we're doing that is to sell them before June the 30th, that way we can add them to the books, add them to the wage cap, balance the books, yada yada yada, I would be like, okay, whatever. But if this deal is not happening till afterwards, why in God's green earth are we giving United a 20 million euro discount? I mean, I was pretty mad on Twitter yesterday. If you don't follow me on Twitter, link is down below. You would have seen my rant, but all I'm going to say is this. If the club don't get Bernardo, I'm going to lose my mind. At the end of the day with Frenkie de Jong, you have to wait and see how the window plays out. You can't really judge it at the moment, but again, it does look like that Barcelona have reduced the price for Frenkie de Jong to go into Manchester United, of course. And of course, it's broken from Fabrizio Romano. He came out saying that Manchester United are getting closer to agreeing a fee with Barcelona for Frenkie de Jong for 65 million euros fixed plus add-ons. The total package will be around 85 million euros. So again, it's going to be 65 plus 20 instead of the 80 plus 20 that we all expected. Now, Laurie Whitwell from The Athletic, again, very close to Manchester United. He came out saying that talks are progressing over a deal worth around 65 million euros plus variables. However, there are deals to be worked out upon, and there is a belief that Barcelona can still look to get more than 65 million euros up front from the sale. So again, there's still some chance that we can get some more money, but I cannot believe, 65 up front, man. I mean, how's that even better? We can't even get Bernardo Silva with that. We need, I would say, at least 75, man. How are we getting 65 is unbearable in my opinion, but again, there's still some hope. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona want more than 65 million euros fixed for Frenkie de Jong, who costs around 86 million euros in total for Barcelona, and they expect Manchester United to make more offers this week. There is no extreme need again to sell him before June the 30th. So again, looks like this operation will not be happening before Thursday's deadline for the economic year and for the football calendar year as well. I think this deal will get done next week. The question now is, everyone wants to know right now, what is going to be the price? And finally, the big one in my opinion, coming in from Relevo, Juan Mati and Mateo Morito, they've come out saying that Frenkie de Jong has not yet given the approval to his transfer. He wants to stay. Barcelona are trying to push him out. Barcelona and United are negotiating a 65 million euro fixed fee plus 20 million euros in add-on. No agreement yet. So everyone is confirming this 65 million euro plus 20, which of course pisses me off. But remember, Gerardo Miro came out a couple of days ago saying that the fee will be 80 million euros fixed. So I'm really hoping that Gerardo Miro is right. And again, there are some sources in Barcelona saying that, look, Barcelona don't want 65 million euros fixed. They want at least 80. And again, negotiations are still continuing. So pretty much all the Barcelona sources are kind of, 50-50. Some are saying 65, some are saying not. But all the other sources, like the middle ones, like Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein, and in the UK press, are all saying 65 plus 20. So we'll wait and see on Frenkie, man. At the end of the day, I know you're going to be disappointed. I'm disappointed as well. But we have to see how the window plays out first. You cannot judge this sale based on right now. If we don't sign Bernardo Silva, we don't sign Kounde, we don't sign Lewandowski, Laporta out, that's when the rent comes out. But if we do sign Bernardo, we sign Lewandowski, and we sign Kounde, they say, you know what, the board had a plan and they executed. So we'll wait and see on Frenkie. Again, I'm just hoping we can get that fee for fixed at least to 75, maybe even 70. But again, I'm not the negotiator. We'll have to wait and see. But again, Frenkie de Jong to Manchester United will be happening. It is imminent, and I think it will be happening at some point next week. From one Dutchman to another Dutch player who could be leaving Barcelona this summer is, of course, Memphis Depay, who does have 1 year left on his contract. And there are reports coming out saying that Memphis Depay wants to stay at Barcelona and will be willing to renew his contract with a lower salary. I cannot believe the club are considering to sell Memphis Depay. Raphinha is not coming, so you need to have 4 quality wingers: Memphis, Dembele, Varane, Ansu. And keep in mind, Ansu he has one knee. If you agree with me or not, he's injury prone, and that is a fact. He currently has one knee. I don't even think he's fully fit yet at the moment. You cannot sell Memphis Depay. But again, at the club, there is about a 50-50 on his future in the boardroom. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona have asked for more time to decide on Memphis Depay's future, sell or renew, as it depends on many factors. Memphis wants to continue but could find it difficult to play regularly, and Xavi is not against him staying at the club. If Memphis wants to play first team football starting every single week, okay, he can leave. I'm hearing that Barcelona would accept a bid of around 20 million euros for Memphis. 20? Have you seen the lack of strikers on the market right now? Jesus to Arsenal, Darwin Nunez, Liverpool, Holland to Man City. There's no one else left. You have to say fair about Memphis. I would sell him for 30, okay? Bid comes in, accept it, no problems. Anything less than that, from my opinion, I would give it a big fat no. Again, 20 plus 10, maybe 25 plus 5, okay? I'm hearing the club may take 15 or 20 for him, which I think is ridiculously cheap for him. Like I said yesterday, and I'll say it again, I don't see any club coming in for Memphis until August, the last month of the window, when clubs start to get desperate. They need to find someone, bring someone in. Memphis is your guy. So we'll wait and see. I'm still holding out for Memphis Depay staying. I think he needs to stay for squad depth. We have games every other day in next season. World Cup, Spanish Super Cup, Copa del Rey, La Liga, Champions League. You need to have a proper squad. Abby's not ready. Alcia's not ready. Whether you like it or not, they are not ready at the moment. We have got to keep Memphis, Ansu, Varane, and Dembele as your wingers. Take that to the bank. So we'll wait and see on Memphis. Again, he wants to stay. Xavi's not against him staying. Xavi wants to keep him as well. But again, it is down to the board to decide his future. It'll either be sell him this summer or renew his contract. Now, unlike Memphis Depay, a player who Barcelona are desperate, and I mean desperate, to get rid of this summer is Clement Lenglet, and it looks like a loan is the most feasible operation. Now, Mundo Deportivo came out saying that it's been a few days now since Tottenham presented their offer to Lenglet. Spurs don't want any surprises in the planning of the season and asked Lenglet to decide this week in case they had to think of other options this summer. So Tottenham Hotspur are officially pushing for the signing on loan of Clement Lenglet. Antonio Conte wants him, and it looks like Lenglet can be convinced. Juan Martí and Mateo Morito have come out saying that Clement Lenglet has not yet given his total approval yet, but he is increasingly open to a move to Tottenham, who are pressing hard for his signing. At the end of this week, there will be a key meeting between the two parties. Again, it'll be a loan for 1 season. Hopefully there will be an option for another loan again, and again also Tottenham Hotspur will cover the majority of Clement Lenglet's salary. It is expected that Barcelona will pay some part of it, maybe 10,000 euros, 20,000 euros per week, but again Tottenham will cover the majority of it. In my opinion, this is how I would do it. Tottenham, 1-year loan, you cover the full wages. 2-year loans, we'll help you out a bit. We'll pay 20 or 30, somewhere like that. I think a 2-year loan for Lenglet is fantastic for him, for Barcelona, basically for everyone else. And also, maybe Tottenham could end up buying him as well. If he plays well, you get him off the wage bill, you run down his contract as well, which I think expires in 2026. So let's hope this happens. I think this will happen in the end. Of course, Lenglet, you are currently 7th choice center back at Barcelona. At Tottenham, you'll be 3rd or 4th. So I think it's a good move for him. Again, a Champions League club that wants him. This is what he said to us. Oh, if I'm a Champions League club and I'll leave, here it is, man. Do not be a hypocrite and get out of the door. Now, a quick update on the other French center back at Barcelona in Samuel Umtiti. And Clement Lenglet came out saying that Lyon are set to open talks with Samuel Umtiti for his return to the club. Again, Clement Lenglet, as a journalist himself, he's a bit hit and miss. I would say he's 50-50. Gets a lot of stuff right, but also gets a lot of stuff wrong as well. He comes out very early when he comes out with reports as well, so let's hope this is right. Again, we heard Lyon a few weeks ago. They're not too keen on Umtiti. I think his knee is absolutely messed up and he can't play at the highest level, but it looks like now they are opening talks with Samuel for a possible return. Again, a loan, I would take it. They should cover the majority of his salary. I would take it every single day of the week. So wait and see. But again, progression is being made on the 2 French center backs at Barcelona. Umtiti on a return to Lyon and Lenglet to Tottenham on loan. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Just one update today, and you guessed it, it's on the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele. Now, as of uploading this video, Ousmane Dembele has less than 48 hours left in his Barcelona contract. In 48 hours, he will no longer be a Barcelona player and his renewal will be off the table. Now, firstly, Fernando Porto from Deportivo came out saying the club explained yesterday to Ousmane Dembele's representative that they cannot raise their proposal due to economic problems at the club and the salary of financial fair play in La Liga. Barcelona have not ruled out Dembele yet because they know he's an important player for Xavi. Ousmane's agent listened to the club's arguments but insisted that Barcelona's offer is insufficient for his player to renew. If there is no improvement in the offer, Ousmane will look to other destinations because he wants to make a decision at some point this week. So again, the club told Moussa Sissoko, we cannot raise our offer. This is the best offer, take it or leave it. And Sissoko said, look, if this is the offer that you keep on the table, we are not renewing. Now, Fort Mercado came out saying that Ousmane Dembele is ready to reduce his salary to stay at Barcelona, but not under any condition. From his entourage, they're waiting for a better offer from Barcelona. Xavi, who's Dembele's great supporter, was of course present in yesterday's meeting with the Barcelona board, which of course we already knew. Now, Candace came out saying that Dembele has promised to give an answer on his future before June the 30th to Barcelona. Moussa Sissoko currently sees Barcelona's final offer as insufficient for the player, and Dembele's will is to continue at Barcelona, and he will decide, of course, in the next few hours coming up. Sissoko has conveyed to the club that if the offer is the one on the table, they will not accept it. Fabrizio Romano came out saying that they're having new contact between Moussa Sissoko and Barcelona that will take place later on today. Ousmane Dembele wants an improved offer to extend his contract and stay at Barcelona. Key hours ahead as Dembele will decide his future at some point this week. Now, Ben Jacobs came out saying that Barcelona are confident that Dembele will renew his contract and the decision will be coming in the next 48 hours. And he also came out saying that Sissoko is trying to drum up other interest because it gives him leverage in the negotiation. His hope remains Barcelona can convey and increase their offer big few hours ahead. Now with Sissoko, this man is really pissing me off and he's running on thin ice. The real reports coming out from Barcelona saying that Dembele has a contract offer from Chelsea and Bayern Munich. That's not the case. Christian Folk came out from Bayern Munich saying there's no offer on the table. L'Equipe came out saying that Paris Saint-Germain don't have an offer on the table. And now Chelsea is signing Raphinha and Raheem Sterling. So Dembele is out of the question for them. The only contract offer that Dembele will have in the next 48 hours, I guarantee you to it, is Barcelona. No other club will come in for him in the next 48 hours. Maybe, July 15th, if he's a free agent, maybe some club will come in for him. Who knows? But for this deadline, there will be no other club that will make an offer to Ousmane Dembele. Ben Aid came out saying that all scenarios currently are possible with Ousmane Dembele. Xavi wants him to stay and considers him as an important player for their present and for the future. But he also has to agree to the club's conditions. The next few days, of course, will decide everything for his future at Barcelona. And here's the big one in my opinion as well. TB3 came out saying that if Ousmane Dembele starts a new contract with Barcelona after June the 30th, it would be considered a signing as the player became a free agent after his contract expired, and it would be hard to register him as per the FFP rules in La Liga. And this is why that Barcelona had to get this done in the next 48 hours. Again, past June the 30th, Dembele is finito. And like I said, and I'll say it again, the only offer he has on the table is from Barcelona. Nothing from PSG, nothing from Bayern Munich, and Chelsea are going for Raphinha and Raheem Sterling. It's Barcelona, nothing for him. And again, I go back to the Thanos quote that I told you guys a few weeks ago. You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Right back to me. Me being, of course, Joan Laporta. So we'll wait and see on Ousmane. But again, after June the 30th, his registration will be very, very difficult as he become a free agent. And then afterwards, you have to register him as a new signing. So it's June the 30th, 11:59 Spanish time. He has until then to sign the contract with Barcelona. And if he doesn't, he won't stay. And I think if he does not stay at this point, Barcelona are screwed because again, Raphinha is going to Chelsea, Dembele is leaving, then all you have now is Ansu, Varane, Memphis. Memphis may leave as well. Our wingers for next season could be Varane, Ansu Fati, Collado, and Abdi. We could be stuck in that situation, but of course, the ideal scenario is to have Varane, Ansu, Memphis, and Ousmane Dembele, and we look set to do so. But again, with Ousmane delaying this over the past few months, it would not surprise me whatsoever for him to not, accept Barcelona's contract offer and then wait a few months for another club to come in who's desperate for him. Like I said about Memphis Depay as well. Maybe, August, maybe United might come in and offer him some money. Maybe in PSG if they sell Neymar. Who knows? But Dembele's future at Barcelona will be decided in the next 48 hours. Let's now discuss some of the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, a massive, and I mean massive update on Barcelona B, or should I say, Barcelona Athletic. There has been a big shakeup from the manager to the top to the sporting director. Now, a few days ago, I told you guys about Elvis Coca, who could be coming in as a technical secretary / sporting director for the B team, but now that will no longer happen. Alberto Rogan Juan Marti came out saying that Elvis Coca, the Miranda's technical secretary, will no longer be part of the Barcelona sports management. His arrival was not closed, and after some controversial tweets that have been leaked, the club decided to look for another candidate. Apparently came out tweeting about him loving Real Madrid and stuff like that. So in the end, his arrival will not happen. But for Barcelona, they could not find another replacement. So Barcelona have done something absolutely massive. They're going to give his position to Serji Barjuan, which does mean that Serji Barjuan will be sacked as the Barcelona B manager, and it is official. The club released an official statement saying that Serji Barjuan is no longer the coach of Barcelona B. He will work to look in the structure of the club's football department, i.e. become that role for Elvis Coca, technical secretary / board director for the B team. Barcelona is going to specify in the coming days the name of his replacement as the new coach of Barcelona B. So Serji Barjuan will be taking the place of Elvis Coca, who's supposed to be coming in. He's going to move up in Barcelona B, which of course means someone has to come in as the manager. And I do have the name for you. Of course, it has been rumored, it's been leaked, it's been confirmed all over the place. This man will be the new coach of Barcelona B. It is Rafa Marquez, the Mexican center back who used to play for Barcelona. Juan Martin Alberto came out saying that breaking news, former Barcelona player Rafa Marquez will return to the club as the coach of Barca Athletic for the next season. He is Juan Laporta's choice for that position. Of course, Sergi Barjuan will be relocated within the club, of course, higher up, working alongside Rafa Marquez for Barcelona B. So of course we heard these rumors a few months ago. It's supposed to be between Rafa Marquez and Javier Mascherano, but Mascherano went to the Argentina national team, the under 20 side, they're Barcelona B for Argentina essentially, and now the club have gone with Rafa Marquez, and apparently Xavi has also approved this decision as well. Sport came out saying that soon to be Barcelona B manager Rafa Marquez was already a big part of Joan Laporta's election campaign. He has a great relationship with Xavi as well. Mascherano's name was also discussed internally, and Barjuan will take a position in the technical secretariat of the grassroots of Barcelona B. So again, Elvis Coca is not coming in, so Barjuan will be moved up. Barjuan got sacked from Barcelona B coach, and comes in Rafa Marquez to replace him. So now hopefully we can see some exciting football in Barcelona B B. We actually have a good manager this time, not some Serji Barjuan crap. And again, I think his role as that technical secretary or sporting director for Barcelona B, moving up in the grassroots, will be much more better for him than the actual manager of the squad as well. Now there also has been one more shakeup in Barcelona, not more so Barcelona B, and it has been, you could say, a legend leaving the club, and it is Paco Celolo. I can't really pronounce his last name, but I'm just gonna call him Paco. Anyway, Toto Costa came out saying that Barcelona have fired the director of methodology, Paco, who spent 46 years at the club, and Rafael Uste informed him a few days ago and told them that it was for strictly economic reasons. How much is this guy earning that we had to fire him because of economic reasons? He's earning like what, 5 million euros per year? What's surprising is Bartomeu gave him that, but what's he earning? Like maybe like 500k, $250,000, 100,000 euros per year. I mean, you really have to fire him. 46 years at the club, man. That gives me like, Carlos Naval vibes. Like he's been here for a long time. The director of methodology. Now, of course, we're not gonna be signing a replacement. We're gonna be promoting someone else, and it is gonna be Albert Campañas. Javi Miguel from AES came out saying that Barcelona are thinking of Albert Campañas to replace Paco as a director of methodology for the club. Paco got fired recently after 46 years at the club. So no one coming in that's going to be new. It's going to be just more so of a shakeup in the squad. Someone's going to be moving down and someone's going to be coming in up. In the end, we're promoting and firing internally, so nothing big is going to be happening. But again, Alberto Campañas is supposed to come in as a first team coach, maybe for Barcelona B. In the end, he will be moved up as a director of methodology at the club. Now, along with the B team, Joan Laporta has other big decisions to make in the next couple of days. One of them being hopefully today, the activation of the first economic lever. Lavanguardia came out saying that Barcelona will activate the lever of 10% television rights with Sixth Street for 205 million euros. The agreement will be signed at the Camp Nou today. The firm also associates with Real Madrid to convert the Bernabeu into a multifunctional space as well. So apparently, Sixth Street also worked with Real Madrid to make the new Santiago Bernabeu, and now they'll be giving 200 million euros to Barcelona for 10% of our TV rights for the next 20 years, I believe it is, or 25 depending on the agreement. So in the end, the first economic lever will be activated hopefully today, if not worst case scenario tomorrow. Also, of course, Candacera came out saying that Barcelona, with the activation of the first lever, of course, will end this year with profit with a 10% sale of it for 205 million euros to Sixth Street, of course, but to sign players without any restriction, more work has to be done. So of course, the first economic lever is just to end off the year in a positive. Of course, the past 2 years we ended off in a negative. Ending off this year in a positive is going to be absolutely massive for the club. So again, that'll be a good side. But to sign players and register all that sort of stuff, more economic levers will be happening, and of course, still having another 50% of TV rights, BLM, and Barca Studio, and also the sleeve sponsor still to be done to bring in some more money. And of course, with that being said, Barcelona, not even Barcelona, the whole entire of Europe will be getting one extra day to do so, because Mateo Morito came out saying the top 5 European leagues have agreed to extend the summer transfer window for one more day. It will end on September the 1st instead of August 31st. Get in actual 24 hours. Bring that home to the bank right now. I think this is important because, of course, Barcelona always do a lot of things last second. So again, instead of August 31st, September 1st will be a massive day for the club. I don't know why, but look at the past few windows. The last day, we always do something big. Summer, it was Antoine Griezmann being sold, and January is Aubameyang being brought in. So keep your eyes on that day. And also during the month of August, we will have that big match, the Joan Gamper preseason match at the Camp Nou. Of course, Roma pulled out yesterday, and now the club are looking for a new opponent. And at the moment, AC Milan are leading the race. Sport have come out saying there is a good chance for AC Milan to be the opponents of this year's Joan Gamper Trophy on August the 6th. Again, Barcelona will look into some legal action against Roma, and now they're looking for a new opponent, and it could be AC Milan. But keep in mind, the team that we do pick for the Joan Gamper has to also have a women's team. That way they can face the feminine team for Barcelona, so keep that in mind as well. But it looks like AC Milan is leading the race. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys a massive update on the meeting yesterday that took place between Xavi and the sporting director Mateo Alemany. And Xavi walked away from that meeting very disappointed. First, coming in from Catalonia Radio, they came out saying that after meeting with Mateo Alemany, Xavi came out worried. Until money is injected, the situation is in deadlock. He will begin preseason with a different squad than what he has designed. Like I said to you guys a couple of weeks ago, Xavi wanted the full squad, signings, departures, everything done before we go out on preseason to America. And I told you guys in that video, there is a big fat 0% chance that will happen. In the end, of course, it will definitely not happen, and Xavi is disappointed about that. Now, having Miguel from AES, of course, very, very close to Xavi. He got the scoop about the meeting. He came out saying that pessimism after Alemany and Xavi's meeting. Mateo Alemany explained that if significant liquidity is not provided, it will be impossible to meet all the operations that the club is considering this summer that Xavi has planned for it. The liquidity at the club needs to start moving closer to 500 million euros, and right now it is at currently 200 million euros. So again, more activations on the levers need to happen as soon as possible for Mateo Alemany to build the squad that Xavi wants. But in that meeting, something became very, very clear, and that is the priorities. During the meeting between Mateo Alemany and Xavi, the priorities were confirmed. Lewandowski and Jules Kounde. Marcus Alonso and Azpilicueta's deal will not cost as much and will not be a problem, so they're currently on standby. The rest of the deals like Raphinha and Bernardo Silva are up in the air and will depend on Joan Laporta's ability to bring in money. So of course Raphinha officially ruled out. Bernardo depends on Laporta bringing in more money from those economic levers, BLM, Barca Studios, lease sponsor, and the other 15% of the TV rights. But in that meeting, something became very clear. Lewandowski and Kounde, the top two priorities for Xavi this summer. And again, they both need to be done before the preseason tour when we go to the US on July the 16th. And most likely, I would say one of these deals would happen. Of course, Lewandowski wants to leave Bayern Munich before June the 12th, and Sevilla want to sell Jules Kounde before July the 5th. So Barcelona do have the money. These two deals are definitely possible to be able to complete before the club goes out on the US tour. But again, Xavi also wants departures. Lenglet, Umtiti, Pjanic, Trincao, Migueta, Ricky Puig, maybe even Abdi or Collado. Again, the lone players, Adama, Luke, and Dani Alves have already left. Coutinho was sold, Jukla was sold, but the club needs to do more to satisfy Xavi and make his perfect squad for next season. Again, Xavi left the meeting a bit sad, a bit concerned, but in the end, the transfer window for Barcelona and La Liga has not even officially open yet. So calma, players are coming in. Of course, Pablo Torre, Chirstensen, and Frenkie Kessie are already signed. We sold some players, and we will sign some players this summer as well, for sure. But again, the question now is, will Xavi have his ideal squad for next season or not? So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to firstly is about that third bid coming in for Lewandowski. Are you happy with that 40 plus 10, and do you think it'll get accepted or not? Secondly, on Raphinha going to Chelsea, are you disappointed about that in the end? Was it too expensive for you? Are you happy that Chelsea paid that price? Thirdly, Jules Kounde, think he'll make a bid before July the 5th for him. Fourthly, Frenkie de Jong, think he'll end up leaving or not, and will be the fixed fee. And last but not the least, the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele. Do you think he'll end up staying at the club or not? And do you want him to stay at the club or not? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.